Start your free trial now.
Unlimited data on T-Mobile. Now that's a treat. Why did Verizon take so long to offer it?
Is it because their LTE network was built 6 years ago?
6 years ago? That's like 100 in phone years.
T-Mobile built newer, faster, more advanced LTE to handle unlimited data. Switch to T-Mobile, now covering 314 million Americans and growing. And right now, get 2 lines of unlimited data for $100, all in, taxes and fees included.
Colbert's all new with Rachel Maddow, tonight on The Late Show.
Thank you so much for watching. You can join us every night at 12:37, and if you do, here's a little taste of what you can expect. Drunk people just getting home, welcome to the show. And senior citizens sitting down to breakfast, good morning. What is happening? I'm losing every shred of my dignity up here. We will do this bit. We will do this bit. This is target practice. Spill your guts or fill your guts.
Who's been your least favorite carpool?
The game that we call Flinch.
I feel the need for speed.
A celebration of the film career of Tom Cruise.
Just take those old records off the shelf.
Samuel L. Jackson.
I have had it with these snakes on this.
My Dan's brother from another mother, Nally D. Who am I playing? Your younger, sexier brother?
Cut! Let's get the stunt double in there.
Get him in.
Stunt double.
Yeah, that is really high. Aim for the dumpster.
You just figured what? You just figured you'd come out and do my monologue? Well, that's like me coming out and trying to sing one of your songs. I mean, I could
go right
brilliantly.
Why are you dressed as Cher? I'm literally Cher.
I got you as my date. I got you to sex me late.
Search your heart.
Roxanne.
Search.
You don't have to put on the red light. Drop the mic. You ready for this, Hathaway?
Yeah, let's do this. Whoa.
Blimey, governor, did me accent make you sick? Are you also allergic to wearing suits that fit?
Where is he? There he is. I found you, Kevin Hart. There are no small actors, but you're all small parts.
And this is the bold and the lyrical.
Baby. Baby. Baby.
Baby, I'm a firework. I make him go.
Your silly jokes can wait, Corden. We have a score to settle, and it's about Broadway.
Corden, everything's coming up. Roses for me, not for you.
A world that's full of happiness that I have never known.
This is KMTV 3 News Now, live at 10.
everyone just started running towards us, screaming and crying, and didn't know what had gone on. So everyone was like trampling over us, and it's just awful.
It is awful. Mass panic after a terror attack in England. An explosion at the end of a concert by Ariana Grande. Tonight, the death toll is stunning. Among the dead, teenagers who went to see the American entertainer at the Manchester Arena.
At least 19 people are dead, dozens are injured. Here's reporter Jamie Yukis with the latest on the situation.
Video shared on social media shows the panic. Thousands of terrified concertgoers screamed in fear and ran for safety at Manchester Arena after at least one apparent explosion Monday night. British police are treating the blast as a terrorist strike.
Basically, there was just like a massive bang in the arena, and there was loads of people screaming and running, and when we all got outside, there was like loads of police and stuff. Everyone was screaming and crying.
Another witness reported seeing 20 to 30 people laying on the ground after the blast. 20,000 people were there for an Ariana Grande concert, part of the American singer's Dangerous Woman tour. Police, ambulances, firefighters, and bomb disposal teams converged on the venue as thousands rushed to escape the danger in a panic. Witnesses say the massive explosion happened just as the performance came to an end and people began to leave. Jamie Yukis, CBS News, New York.
A tweet from Senator Ben Sasse tonight. Cowards who kill innocent children are enemies of free and decent people around the world. Tonight, Americans mourn with our British allies. A representative of the pop singer who was performing says she is okay. We will continue to monitor this developing situation and bring you updates as they come in.
Tonight, we are learning more about the man killed in a horrible wreck in Sarpy County today. He was 55-year-old Randy Strode of Ashland. He died this morning when a tractor trailer slammed into the side of his pickup truck just south of the Air Force Base. Investigators believe Strode had stopped at the stop sign at Lewis Road and Highway 34, then began turning onto the highway. The huge truck hit his pickup. Highway 34 was closed for quite a while.
Then there's this crash that happened this evening over on Bob Boozer between Pacific and Center. A couple damaged cars, as you're seeing. Crews worked to clear the scene there. Omaha police tweeted both drivers have serious, non-life-threatening leg injuries.
Here in Omaha, more rain tonight. It's been relentless, if you will, all month. We noticed over the weekend that a favorite hotspot, Lake Zorinsky in West Omaha, closed off certain parts. New at 10, reporter Miranda Christian on what to expect as we approach the holiday weekend. Miranda.
So we've had a lot of rain this last couple of weeks. It's starting to cause some problems, and Memorial Day, it's right around the corner, and it's putting a damper on some outdoor fun.
At all of our sites. But on the rivers and streams, we do have some high water from all the rains we've been having.
The Papio, Missouri Natural Resource District is watching the water levels going into this holiday weekend. General Manager Marlon Peterman says they have a close eye on the Elkhorn River, which is closed right now.
It's about 2 to 2.5 feet too high right now. We'd like to see the river below a 5-foot stage.
Peterman says the Platte River will still be open this weekend, and so will the campgrounds at the Elkhorn sites. 3 News Now meteorologist Jennifer Zeppelin says we've already seen about 5 inches of rain in the last week, and May can be our wettest month.
When you get that kind of rainfall day after day after day, it's a lot. The ground can't soak it all up.
Might be a good opportunity to try one of the lakes rather than the rivers this weekend.
But even lakes in Omaha, like Lake Zorinsky, are seeing some flooding. The city says the walking trails right here are closed off because they're covered with water. It'll depend how much rain we get in the next couple days if they'll be open for this weekend. As rain poured down Monday afternoon, holiday planners are hopeful the weather cooperates.
My plans are hopefully to get all the kids around and the grandkids and come out here and have a picnic and go fishing, teach the grandkids about fishing.
There is more rain in the forecast. It'll be a waiting game to see how much.
The ground is saturated, so any additional rain that we get will continue to cause more problems.
Jennifer Zeppelin made a really good point that stuck out to me as well, that you should always check that forecast before going out. But if you're going to be out this weekend, to really pay attention to your surroundings and the weather while you're outside. Reporting live, I'm Miranda Christian, 3 News Now.
Same topic. Nebraska Game and Parks says the heavy rain has left some wildlife management areas underwater. The water is over the road leading to Yankee Hill in Lancaster County. Also, the Peru boat ramp in Nemaha County and the Schilling WMA in Cass County are closed because the Missouri River is so high. Game and Parks is warning folks in southeast Nebraska to be aware of what it calls potentially dangerous conditions.
Now, your Weather Alert First forecast.
And this afternoon, we had another round of showers and thunderstorms move through the area. Things are beginning to calm down as a cold front keeps moving to the south of us, with just a few showers holding together over Falls City. But there's still another round that's forming back to the west of us. As the cold front moves through, the winds are beginning to shift across the area. You can tell the change. A little cooler air beginning to settle in here. Some clearing taking place, so a much calmer night tonight across the area. But here's another round of storms that are beginning to form along the I-80 corridor from North Platte to Kearney. All of this is drifting slowly to the east-southeast, so there will be some areas of eastern Nebraska and even southwestern Iowa that still could see some rain through the overnight. Right now here in Omaha, I'm expecting cloudy skies, maybe a little bit more clearing expecting to take place about 6 a.m. It'll be a chilly start in the morning with 50s. We're tracking another round of rain coming in tomorrow. I'll show you what time it will begin.
And all the rain we've seen allowed this to happen. You've likely seen this video on social media. 2 million views on Facebook. Coming up in about 10 minutes, hear from the wakeboarding farmer from Tekamah. We ask when he got the idea to hit the rainwater and who watched his wild ride live.
Wow, jeans and all. Lots of people will be driving to the rivers, lakes, and campgrounds this holiday weekend. A bit of a warning tonight. Police will be out in force. Today kicked off the national Click It or Ticket campaign. Omaha Police, La Vista, Douglas County, Sarpy County, among others, will have extra officers and deputies on patrol focusing on seatbelt and child restraint violations.
Tonight, questions about the future of the new Nebraska multi-sport complex in La Vista. Our news partner, the Omaha World Herald, uncovered details that call the funding for the complex into question. The project is expected to receive money from the city, county, and state. Facility officials have said the initial $125 million estimate for the complex is no longer valid. New businesses near the site call that concerning.
If they don't open, it will definitely impact our business. And so it does make me nervous that they would not be able to open. We would anticipate a lot of business from them, being our neighbors.
There are also questions about whether the center can be completed by fall 2018. If it can't, funding from a tax on the new Costco would be in jeopardy. The city of La Vista, however, is confident in the end result, saying it will be a phenomenal destination.
Tomorrow, with a lot of fanfare, the $323 million Buffett Cancer Center gets set to open. It will launch a new era of treatment right here in Omaha. Tonight, a look inside the biggest project ever at Nebraska Medicine. Artwork graces the halls. Nursing stations are spread out. There are rooms for doctors and students to collaborate on the best cancer treatments. Survivors are among those who will be on hand.
If you have a good doctor who's got good medicine and you have a good attitude, the rest of it's up to the good Lord. And that's my philosophy of life. And I thank God every day for who I am and where I am.
Doctors will begin treating patients in June. See more of our tour at our website, 3newsnow.com. Former Vice President Joe Biden will be the keynote speaker at tomorrow's dedication. This is him addressing college graduates in Maine over the weekend. Biden was the leader of President Obama's White House Cancer Moonshot initiative to improve cancer prevention, diagnosis, and treatment. His son, Beau, died in 2015 of brain cancer. We will be streaming Joe Biden's speech tomorrow. You can watch it on the 3 News Now Facebook page.
A part-time or side job used to be a way to earn some extra cash.
But these days, people are putting their passion to work. Up next, our special report, Side Hustle, and how your talents might earn you money.
KMTV 3 News Now. Committed to delivering the best severe weather coverage.
We're going to see multiple rounds coming through.
We're getting fresh pictures in.
We're right outside of Fremont.
With our team of experienced meteorologists leading the way.
Major damage here.
The most reporters.
The hail is starting to come down a lot more now.
The critical information you need now.
Thunderstorm warning has just been reissued.
During severe weather, stay connected with the Weather Alert Team and KMTV 3 News Now.
When your driveway is protected, it lasts longer than expected. The Driveway Company. When you seal those cracks, you turn the water back so it can't damage anymore.
My biggest fear is that I would have to replace the entire driveway. Ben and the experts at the Driveway Company assured me that that was not necessary, and it has since saved me thousands of dollars.
The Driveway Company, Nebraska's first name in driveway maintenance.
Call us day or night.
When you keep your car for a long time, it becomes a classic. When you keep your air conditioner for a long time, well, let's just say it doesn't get better with age. Call Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Have your old air conditioner checked out. If needed, you could have a brand new Carrier air conditioner installed in no time with fast and easy financing. Just call or click.
Carrier, turn to the experts.
Toyota time means it's time to go places. Enjoy your new Camry. It's what Toyota's NASCAR teams drive.
Oh, I know.
Lease a new 2017 Camry for $189 per month, or get 0% APR financing for 72 months plus $1,000 bonus cash. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Brought to you by Omaha Marine Center, Nebraska's best full-service boat dealer.
The latest Gallup survey indicates only 44% of workers have what they consider to be a really good job.
As 3 News Now reporter Lindsay Thies explains, many people are turning to what's called side hustles to do what they really enjoy.
Welcome to Generation 1099. Part-time work, side jobs, whatever you call it, Americans are working it, hustling on the side. The side hustle has been around for a while, but millennials have really branded the side gig. According to a survey out last year from Career Builder, about 39% of workers ages 18 to 24 and 44% of workers ages 25 to 34 reported earning extra cash on the side. In comparison, 29% of workers ages 35 to 44 and 22% of those 45 to 52 are working with a side gig. Brianne Hines has been driving for Lyft since October of 2016. Economic experts say it's the Ubers and Lyfts of the world that have really made the side work jobs sound so seductive.
You kind of get out and do your own hours, your own time. You can go out for an hour, you can go out for 5 hours, you can go out for all day if you wanted to, so it's nice.
But some are quick to say, Uber, Lyft, that doesn't count as a side hustle, that the hustle is really about pursuing the passion.
I pay all my stuff at my kitchen table, and then local stores carry my stuff.
Take, for example, Courtney Matern of Omaha. She works in an office by day. By nights and weekends, she's working on her handmade calligraphy business. Sherry Jacoby is a pharmacist. Outside of that job, she's an alpaca farmer. And Tim made side hustles making soap outside of his day job as a chef.
Go ahead, get some interrogating underway. Even yours truly has a side hustle. See, I love theater. I'm super passionate about it. So when I'm not at 3 News Now, I also teach improv classes and host for a murder mystery show called The Dinner Detective.
Some people have made their side hustle a career of its own.
They're pretty simple.
Jeannie North started a company called Ripley & Rue less than a year ago, making and selling dog bandanas online.
I actually just started sewing because I needed some time to do my own thing.
Now the dog bandana biz is booming.
You know, if dogs are playing, it's got to stay in their hair. Right. But it also has Velcro in the middle there.
And she's expanded to all kinds of products.
This is actually one of my best sellers for sure.
Even outsourcing her labor to other side hustlers working in Lincoln.
And I also have full-time sewing contractors now. I don't even sew my own bandanas anymore because we get hundreds of orders a week.
It is one word, one verb. Hustle.
It's something that advertisers and employers alike have started to notice. Take this recent ad from car maker Chevy.
If you fuel your hustle with connecting, loving, serving, and giving, then I guarantee your sweat equity will one day soon pay off.
So whether it's something you love,
and I really do enjoy it,
or just something to distract from your 9 to 5,
I'm going for a walk.
What does it take to make that side hustle become something for you?
Good girls.
If you have that drive, definitely pursue it.
Good girls, where are we going?
Lindsay Thies, 3 News Now.
Like you said, give those people a lot of credit for tackling their passion.
Yeah, it's great to see that people care about what they're doing, and it shows.
One of these days, I'm going to learn how to drive the hockey Zamboni at the local ice rink and get paid for it.
I like it. Do it.
Video you have to see. A Nebraska farmer catches some waves in his field.
We'll hear from the man himself, grabbing a lot of attention online next.
And another cold front has moved through the area. While the rain has settled down, there's another big batch back to the west of us. I'll let you know who will expect to see the rain through the overnight hours.
Woodhouse Auto Family is bringing you more this May with Memorial Day savings. With over 7,000 vehicles, you can drive away today with the car, truck, or SUV of your choice. We're saluting those who serve with an additional $1,000 savings on new in-stock vehicles for active and retired military. See the savings today at any of our 16 dealerships. Bringing you more this May with Memorial Day savings. This is Woodhouse.
You didn't know we had doors at Window World, did you? A new entry and storm door system is a stunning transformation to the front of your home. And we have limitless options to suit your taste. How about that noisy old garage door that's starting to show its age every time you pull into the drive? Or maybe that sliding, grinding patio door that makes your family get-togethers a lot less enjoyable? We can help you with all of your door needs. Come visit us so you can see them and touch them before you buy.
When you think of Rebath, what comes to mind? Did you know that Rebath does the entire bathroom from start to finish? Way more than just the tub or shower area. Fixtures, tile, trim, sinks, faucets. If it's in the room, we do it. And with Rebath, there's no hassling with lots of different contractors and specialists. You deal with our people from beginning to end, and they build your beautiful new bathroom. Visit Rebath at myheartlandhome.com and get started today.
You'll be paying attention to what events lead to that wedding. Okay, so as usual, I'm going to expect you to be able to retell this story. On each page, you should be able to stop and tell me who was this page mostly about and what was happening on this page. Why? And I'll be really impressed if you can explain the why behind the events in this story. So do we have our who and what post-it notes, or do we need new ones?
Now to this video, likely blowing up your Facebook feed. A Nebraska farmer wakeboarding in his ditch this weekend. Nearly 5 inches of rain fell into Kama. Quentin Keneally says he's about 3 weeks late getting all his crops in the field, and he is not sure how much they'll have to replant. But for now, no boat, no lake, no problem.
A farmer's work may be at the mercy of Mother Nature, but his play, as Quentin Keneally shows us, is fully in his own hands. And this farmer with flooded fields during planting season manages to find fun.
I was driving around checking ditches and tubes to make sure the water is going off and watching the fields, and all of a sudden the idea came to me that I might as well do something.
He first measured the water in the ditches, especially around the poles. A couple high school baseball players he coaches watched, and his uncle drove the ATV towing him.
It was a blast. I love wakeboarding and water skiing. I've been able to water ski since I was 8 years old and slalom since I was 12.
They did the wakeboarding video to draw attention, though never realizing it would net more than 2 million views in 2 days. There are only 1,800 people in the whole town of Tacoma.
Only in Nebraska would they think of this, yes.
Keneally loves the comments and hopes the video gives some positive publicity to the life of a Nebraska farmer.
I mean, we have fun out here, we work hard, but we also play.
All right, weather alert meteorologist Jennifer Zeppelin is here, and that's the video of the day as you're talking about earlier.
He ended with some pizzazz.
Yeah, I like the dismount, you know.
It was quality.
He just hit the brakes and smooth sailing.
He actually said he had the life jacket on, partially for cushion and also because of warmth too, because it was a little chilly.
It's been a little chilly, but you see those poles that he was whipping around. I mean, Don't
try this at home.
Right?
Yeah.
Don't try it at home.
Or
no
on your
doubt
farm.
about it. You have to look at these totals. These are rain amounts since Tuesday of last week. Some areas of eastern Nebraska collected between 8 to 10 inches. So that's stretching from Wahoo to Richardson, down to the south or just off to the west of Lincoln around Seward. Many locations, really just the grounds are saturated. So you can see even in Tekamah, that almost close to 5 inches, that was also included here in Douglas, Sarpy County, even across the river in Pot County. We did have some more rain. Thunderstorms moved through this afternoon and this evening. Things have certainly calmed down. Turned out to be a beautiful evening. We saw the skies kind of clearing out a little bit, but it's been a little chillier, and you can tell the difference. Cold front has arrived. The winds are shifting right over parts of southern Sarpy County right now, and then heading down to the south. As the front keeps moving through, cooler air will keep settling in. But we still have another large area of rain that's forming between North Platte and Kearney right now. It's slowly drifting off to the south, southeast. Eventually parts of southern Nebraska will see some showers kind of holding together here, but I think we'll generally see drier conditions for the remainder of tonight over a large portion of eastern Nebraska and western Iowa. Right now, it's calmed down a little bit. Winds are very light from the southeast, about 3 miles an hour. Temperature kind of holding steady at 60. That's actually come up just a little bit after we had some rain-cooled spots across the area. So what can we expect through the morning? Partly cloudy skies, so I think we may actually see a little sunshine. A chilly start to the day with about 48 degrees. We'll bump it up at noontime. Scattered showers start to become a little bit more widespread. Now with temperatures almost some 15 degrees below average, it's actually going to feel pretty chilly outside, and especially with that steady northwest wind at about 10 to 20 miles an hour. So in the evening hours, we'll drop it down into the upper 50s. Almost area-wide, going through the overnight hours, right around midnight, we're probably looking close to about 57 to 58 degrees. Clouds will start to increase once again. Those showers start heading in just to the south of I-80, moving into Beatrice. So not expecting any severe weather with this next round coming in. If anything, just some scattered showers, and mainly kind of crossing over the state line heading into Kansas. So most of the area looking at dry conditions in the morning. So almost area wide, a calm start as you head out to work and school, starting off with upper 50s to even low 50s, area wide and upper 40s. Lunchtime, we start to see those showers beginning to pick up, becoming more widespread, and temperatures right around noon at about 60 degrees. In the afternoon, we kind of hold it steady, especially with that steady northwest wind with some gusts that'll probably be pushing over about 25 miles an hour. So we'll hold the temperatures in the upper 50s. Again, this is almost close to about 15 degrees below average. We should be around 75 instead of close to 60 degrees. 48 for tonight, mostly cloudy. The clouds kind of rolling back in again. Tomorrow, showers start to develop at about lunch, continue into the afternoon and the evening, and really don't move out until late tomorrow night. So we've got a decent chance for some scattered showers tomorrow. Then we warm it out, dry it up on Wednesday, 67. There is another front that's getting organized back to the north and west of us, and these two systems will have an impact on our weather here Thursday, Friday into Saturday. So as the kids are wrapping up school in many locations, and we're also looking at the 3-day holiday weekend coming up. Chances for rain Friday into Saturday, and I think most of the activities in the morning, but drier for Sunday into Monday. With the chances for some showers and even some thunderstorms in the forecast, download the Storm Shield app so you know when severe weather develops.
All right, thanks, Jen. Former Nebraska basketball player Michael Jacobson has found a new home.
Where he's taking his talents, next in sports.
On the next Morning Blend, we're excited to introduce you to our brand new co-host.
Plus, growing season is here. Check out the selection at Knoyer Garden Center.
Yeah, it's kind of the go-to basket when you're not sure if you have sun, shade.
Meet us right here at 9 o'clock.
Honda knows that being adaptable has its advantages. That's why the Fit lets you do more throughout your day. Gives you a better view of your surroundings. And helps you stay in touch on the go. The Fit, from KBB.com's 2017 Best Value Brand. Nothing compares to a Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today.
Trolls.
go, go, go,
This is Contour from Cox. Cable TV reimagined to get you right to the good stuff.
The Honda Perfect Accord sales event is your chance to get an incredible deal on the Accord, which has been named to Car and Driver's 10 Best list a record-breaking 31 times. To celebrate, we have amazing offers on the Honda Accord, which has a 5-star overall vehicle score. The Honda Accord is also the best-selling car in its class. Race in to the Honda Perfect Accord sales event and get a great deal on the Accord today at your Honda dealer.
Save that dollar tip you were going to give your barista. Then come to Arby's from 2 to 5 and get sliders, cookies, snack-sized fries, drinks, and shakes for $1 each. Arby's, we have the meats.
Yeah. Chevy Cruze and Malibu are making quite an impression.
Wi-Fi in a car? I like that it has a camera. I can see where I'm backing up.
It's no wonder that Chevrolet is the most awarded and fastest growing retail brand in 2016.
I think I'll be trading in my car now.
Find your tag and get 20% below MSRP on select Malibu vehicles in stock. That's $5,200 on this Chevy Malibu. See your Heartland Chevy dealers.
When it's time to have your roof replaced, choose Pyramid Roofing, the residential roofing experts. Pyramid Roofing is a name you can trust. We've been in business since 1993 and are locally owned and operated. We're here to stay. Voted first place, Best of Omaha, 6 years in a row. Call now for a free estimate. Pyramid Roofing, craftsmanship at its finest. We guarantee it.
For a whole new roof or that hole in your roof, call 402-502-9300. PyramidRoof.com, never settle for less.
Skyview on KMTV3 News Now, sponsored by Pyramid Roofing. Now, your Omaha Sports Insider Report.
The last time the Nebraska baseball team celebrated a league title, Alex Gordon, Jabba Chamberlain, and Brian Dunsing were all donning the scarlet and cream. Now the Huskers are back on top, claiming their first conference crown in a dozen years this past weekend.
I don't get too big into the awards things, but I understand how big a deal it is. But I'm more concerned about what shape are they leaving the program in, and what they can be really proud of is they're leaving the program in a much better position than when they first got here, and they've kind of started that cycle, and this is their reward. I know this means a lot to them, and they've put a lot of effort into this, and I'm just really proud of them.
Mojo Hagee was named the Big Ten Freshman of the Week today. The Omaha Scud alum hit .462 against Penn State this past week. Jake Hohensee, meanwhile, will get the start on the mound Wednesday at the Big Ten Tournament. Top-seeded Nebraska takes on 8th-seeded Purdue Wednesday at 4 p.m. on BTN. And for more Husker baseball coverage, go to omahasportsinsider.com, run by 3 News Now and AM 590 ESPN Omaha. Well, former Husker basketball player Michael Jacobson has found a new home. The 6'9" forward is reportedly transferring to Iowa State. Jacobson will now have to sit out the upcoming season for the Cyclones and have 2 years of eligibility remaining. Creighton baseball, meanwhile, also coming off a regular season conference championship. The Jays won the Big East title for the second time in the last 4 years on Saturday. Up next for Ed Service's squad, the league tournament beginning Thursday on its home turf at TD Ameritrade Park.
You didn't see us in early part of late February, early March, but this was not a good team. And now they put themselves in a position where they're 4 days away from potentially playing in a regional. It's going to be difficult, but at least we put ourselves in that position. So it will go down as a special season for me for sure.
Creighton takes on Seton Hall Thursday night at 6:30. Out at Werner Park tonight, the Omaha Storm Chasers in action and the fans popping it like it's hot. Chasers hosting the Reno Aces, bottom of the 7th. Omaha down 3-1. Ramon Torres singles to bring in 2. That ties the game up at 3. Bottom of the 8th, 1 on for the Chasers. Ryan Gallagher, he goes deep and out for his first career AAA home run. That's the game winner. Omaha takes it 5-3. Bubba Starling's 12-game hitting streak was snapped tonight. Meanwhile, the Royals on the road in New York this evening. We picked up in the bottom of the 4th. KC up 2-1 until Didi Gregorius goes out to right. This one a no-doubter, a 2-run shot. Yankees win it by a score of 4-2. Time for the Bank of the West play of the day. Royals outfielder and former Husker Alex Gordon missing tonight's game because he was with his wife and newborn baby girl Joey Lynn Gordon, 9 pounds, 1 ounce. Alex and Jamie's third child and their first daughter. Congrats to them. We'll be right back.
We had no business plan. We had no money. My brother and I saw opportunity and decided to go for it. We're really passionate about what we make. And although the paper bag business doesn't sound that interesting, it can be. Impact was started by a family. We put family first. Whether you're related or not, you're treated as a part of the Impact family. The Bank of the West understands our values. And when we walk into the bank, we feel like family.
What you got there, Chuck? An alternator and a door handle for your 72 Skylark. And you got it from upLynk. No one did it for you. No, no, no. Everyone knows a real man can pull it on his own. Just $2 to get in, and you found this final piece, this hidden harbinger of hot rod completion. Attaboy, Chuck. Sell a vehicle or find the pieces and parts you need at upLynk. upLynk, or we'll pull it for you. upLynkNebraska.com.
Hiya! Not so fast. Do you know where the cream in that sour cream comes from? Actually, no. Well, Dairy Pure's new sour cream is made with fresh milk and cream from our own dairy.
Oh, like Dairy Pure milk. No artificial growth hormones, right?
Right. And holy cow, it's delicious. Plus, it's backed by our exclusive 5-point purity promise and comes in a convenient 16-ounce package.
Thanks for the tip.
Just doing my job.
Introducing Dairy Pure brand sour cream. Starts pure, stays pure, Dairy Pure.
I got strength in my legs. I quit hurting everywhere. I fell in love with my husband again. That love that is very intense is back as if we were newly married. So we want everyone to understand that hormone therapy is incredible. It changes your life. Just get on it. The Fountain of Youth is right here.
Find out if hormone therapy is right for you. Go to takethetest123.com.
Woodhouse Nissan is helping you take on the road in a 2017 Nissan Altima SR with sports spoiler and remote keyless entry lease for $139. Or drive away in a 2017 Sentra S lease for only $189 a month. Lease a 2017 Rogue S all-wheel drive with intelligent cruise control for $269 per month. Find innovation and savings at one of our 2 locations in Bellevue or now at 136 and Q in Millard. This is Woodhouse Nissan.
Maybe we're just patient. Or maybe we've learned that here, no matter how long it is, the line is always worth the wait. That's how we do Kansas City.
A reminder, download the 3 News Now app for traffic, weather, and breaking news.
Good night.
It's a bold plan to cut the deficit and provide $1 trillion of job-creating tax relief. It puts patients and doctors back in charge of health care, eliminating Washington's expensive mandates, empowering states to reduce health care costs, and protecting people with pre-existing conditions. The Republican health plan provides families with more choices, better coverage, and lower premiums. Thank Congressman Don Bacon for keeping his word and fighting for the health care we deserve.
What's it gonna be, compadre? The usual? Come on, mix it up. Relax. Don't let him get to you. Say it.
Meatball marinara. No. Mediterranean rotisserie style chicken.
Hand-pulled chicken, feta cheese, veggies, and a cool tzatziki sauce. We have ourselves a winner. Introducing the Mediterranean Collection. Bold flavors from a better Subway.
Toyota time means it's time to go places, and you're gonna love your new RAV4. It's perfect for really getting us out there.
What do you think?
Farther.
Here?
Farther. Oh, this is perfect.
Oh, too far! Too far!
Lease a new 2017 RAV4 for $199 per month, or get 0% APR financing for 72 months. Find yours at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi,
Welcome to Come and Go. You look thirsty. Excuse me. You know, we have a really large fountain area over there, too.
Beat the heat this summer at Come and Go with thousands of drink choices at every store. Come in for more refreshing deals like any size drink for just $1. Come and Go, where and means more.
Thanks. Mutual First. Our members, their stories.
From the moment you go in, there's just this atmosphere of comfort. It feels like home. As a matter of fact, I think I've adopted many of the tellers as my own little niece or nephew or son, some kind of family member. They're just good people, and they're ready to take care of business. I love that.
The feeling is mutual. Mutual First Federal, respectfully yours.
The 3 News Now Mobile Storm Tracker, sponsored by Jensen Tire and Auto.
We are Nebraska Medicine.
Real-life NCIS agents. Unforgettable cases.
Tuesday.
It's The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Tonight, Stephen welcomes Rachel Maddow, Ben Platt, and a performance from the musical Dear Evan Hansen, featuring John Baptiste and Stay Human. And now, live on tape from the Ed Sullivan Theater in New York City, it's Stephen Colbert.
Have a say. You're too kind. Welcome to The Late Show. I'm your host, Stephen Colbert. Now, I don't know about you, but I got a little extra pep in my step tonight because Donald Trump has left the country. Now, breathing easy. Breathing a little easier. By the way, federal judges, now would be a good time to reinstate that travel ban. He'll be flying in. He'll be flying in from a dangerous part of the world. He said some radical stuff. I'm just saying. Extreme vetting. That's all I'm asking for. We don't know where his money comes from. There's so many unknowns. Trump's first stop this weekend was Saudi Arabia, where Trump was greeted on the tarmac by King Solomon. That's nice. Not all royalty will do an airport pickup. No, just call me. I'll be circling. Just call me. The Saudis know the quickest way to Trump's heart, of course, is through his ego, so they put up Trump-themed billboards everywhere. This is true, including one of his tweets, "Great to be in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Looking forward to the afternoon and evening ahead. Hashtag POTUS abroad." They even put up one of his tweets on the welcome sign. "Welcome to Riyadh. Rosie O'Donnell's a fat pig." Surprised they did that. It's not halal. That sign's not halal now. And they projected his face 5 stories high onto the wall of his hotel. That way, no, you have to, because that way if he gets lost, he could find his way back. Now, back when Obama made the same trip, Trump tweeted, "Many people saying it was wonderful that Mrs. Obama refused to wear a scarf in Saudi Arabia, but they were insulted. We have noof enemies." Enough. So it was something of a surprise when Melania emerged from Air Force One also without a scarf. But she cleverly drew attention away from her head by wearing one of her husband's WWE belts. Oh, she'll atomic drop you. Do not. She's like, boom! Diamond cutter. And then, of course, there's the bow. Somehow, the Saudi king always gets the U.S. president to bow. It happened to George W. Bush in 2008 and Obama in 2009. Trump gave Obama a ton of grief for that, so there was no way Trump was going to bow when King Solomon gave him the medal. Okay, here he is going from the knees, trying not to, and the bow, and a curtsy. And a little curtsy at the end there. Very nice. Thank you. It doesn't matter. You gotta bow to get the thing around your neck. But it is kind of a dirty trick by the Saudi king. First of all, he's short. Second, he holds the medal down here. He's like, come and get it. Come, limbo. Limbo lower. How low can you go? Now, after arriving, the president then took part in a traditional celebratory sword dance called the Arda. And here's Trump, sword flopping to the beat right there. I'm not here to cause no trouble. I'm just here to do the Middle East shuffle. There you go, there you go. Just kind of doing it. Just kind of doing it. We can hear what you can kind of hear what he's thinking. You kind of hear what he's thinking. He's going, okay, Donnie, this is weird. But get through it. They'll let you meet the genie. It's going to be fun. I'm going to wish for all the wishes. And it's hard to tell what song those guys are dancing to. Jim, can we turn up the sound a little bit?
It's raining men.
But not everyone looked that comfortable at the party. Here's Steve Bannon realizing these aren't the kind of men in white robes he's used to. It wasn't what? We joke because we love. It wasn't all swordplay. Trump also helped at the opening ceremony for the Global Center for Combating Extremist Ideology by laying hands upon this glowing orb. Whatever qualities that magical sphere confers, eternal youth is not one of them. Fellas, if I may, you need to work on your not looking like supervillain skills. Look at that. It looks like they're activating the undersea robot to emerge from its volcano base and kill Aquaman. Jim, can we pull out to see who else is there? Saruman and Gargamel. There you go. Yeah, there you are. Of course, I don't know what that does. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I don't either.
Of course, I'd be surprised if you did know. If you knew, I'd be a little worried.
I know.
Of course, the centerpiece of Trump's Saudi visit was his speech to the Muslim world, which he apparently gave in Crazy Ahmed's Chandelier Emporium. Trump had a lot of kind words about his host region.
Saudi Arabia is home to the holiest sites in one of the world's great faiths. All over the world, people dream of walking through the ruins of Petra in Jordan. Iraq was the cradle of civilization and is a land of natural beauty. The entire region is at the center of the key shipping lanes of the Suez Canal, the Red Sea, and the Straits of Hormuz.
That's a hard sell. It really feels like he's trying to push a timeshare on the Euphrates. Each unit comes with a plunge pool and gym access. Act now, and we'll throw in this free glowing orb. I don't know what it does. Trump also laid out how he was going to help Saudi Arabia.
This landmark agreement includes the announcement of a $110 billion Saudi-funded defense purchase. And we will be sure to help our Saudi friends to get a good deal from our great American defense companies.
Yeah, also, we're running a deal. If you buy 10 F-35 fighter jets today, bring in your fully punched card. We'll throw in a free sub. A nuclear sub.
Donald Trump's not the only one who enjoyed his trip to Saudi Arabia. So did Commerce Secretary and Crypt Keeper's fun brother, Wilbur Ross.
The other thing that was fascinating to me, there was not a single hint of a protester anywhere there during the whole time we were there. Not one guy with a bad placard.
Yeah, it's so great. No protesters anywhere in Saudi Arabia. Like nobody holding up a bad placard or anything. Of course, it's pretty hard to hold up anything when you don't have any hands. Now, I know that sounds dark. I don't want to exaggerate that Saudi Arabia is so repressive they cut off protesters' hands. That's stereotypical, and I apologize. In fact, political dissent in Saudi Arabia is punishable by decapitation. So Saudi political chants are a lot tamer than here. What do we want? To keep our noggins. When do we want it? Whatever's good with you. Great job, Chief. No placards. Look, we're not holding up. Then, just this morning, the president did something else historic. He took what's believed to be the first open direct flight to Israel from Saudi Arabia. President Trump is hoping his visit to Israel will have long-term effects. In fact, the White House put out this actual press release today saying that one of their major goals is to promote the possibility of lasting peace. Yes. Lasting peach. And I think this one's really going to resonate with the American people because Americans really want something with peach in it. Peach ice cream, peach cobbler, impeach, anything with peach. Is that thunder? Is that thunder? That's what the people say. Message of hope. Spreading a message of hope. Now, people were worried that this would be a tense trip because last week we learned that Trump gave classified Israeli intelligence to the Russians, but Trump explained why he is technically innocent.
Just so you understand, I never mentioned the word or the name Israel. Never mentioned it during that conversation. They were all saying I did. So you had another story wrong. Never mentioned the word Israel.
Okay, New York Times, you got that one wrong, okay? Yes, I gave away classified information to the Russians that everyone knew is from Israel, but I didn't say Israel until right now. Israel, 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 okay? Israel. It's funny, you say word enough. You say a word enough, it doesn't mean anything anymore. Israel. Trump also traveled to Jerusalem, where he became the first sitting president to visit the Western Wall, the holiest site in Judaism. Nice wall. How'd you get Mexico to pay for it? That's, by the way, Mazel Taco, everybody. Hey, you know what? We got to, does everyone want a little Donald Trump palate cleanser? Just a little something else? Well, good news. We've got a little clip to show you. And the clip is a little jarring. You may have seen it already, but I just want to preface it by saying that everyone is okay. Okay? Do you ever have that? You ever understand that? Everyone's okay in the clip you're about to see. Good. Okay. Now we can enjoy this.
Oh my God!
She's okay. She's okay, all right? If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. We have to stop selling herring-scented children's rompers. Now, luckily, the little girl was immediately saved by a nearby action grandpa who leapt into the sea lion-infested water.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Thank you, Action Grandpa. Thank you. He's kind of fit.
You got
Kind of sexy. Like a sexy action grandpa. You need a sexy action grandpa around. Not that the other young, able-bodied adults didn't also help by recording and screaming, "Oh my God, oh my God." We got a great show for you tonight. Rachel Maddow, the reigning queen of cable news, is here. It is possible Donald Trump will come up somewhere in our conversation. Stick around.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Sponsored by Tulls.
When you're close to the people you love, does psoriasis ever get in the way of a touching moment? If you have moderate to severe psoriasis, you can embrace the chance of completely clear skin with Taltz. Taltz is proven to give you a chance at completely clear skin. With Taltz, up to 90% of patients had a significant improvement of their psoriasis plaques. In fact, 4 out of 10 even achieved completely clear skin. Do not use if you are allergic to Taltz. Before starting, you should be checked for tuberculosis. Taltz may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Tell your doctor if you are being treated for an infection or have symptoms, or if you have received a vaccine or plan to. Inflammatory bowel disease can happen with Taltz, including worsening of symptoms. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Now's your chance at completely clear skin. Just ask your doctor about Taltz.
Twin Peaks. Sundays at 9. Only on Showtime. Start your free trial now.
You know that feeling you get when you ride? It's like that, for your mouth. The refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew.
I miss you, babe.
I wish you were here. I miss home.
For the guy who finds a way, always unstoppable.
Get to JCPenney and celebrate savings at our Memorial Day sale. Save up to 35% with major appliance hot deals on GE, Samsung, and LG. Plus, get 30-month special financing, free delivery, and basic installation. Hurry and soon. That's getting your pennies worth.
I change juries' minds for a living. You're a shrink. Who'da thunk it?
The bull season finale arrives in style.
Nice.
And there's plenty of bull.
You deceived me.
To go around.
I sense you're trying to make a point, but it's flying right past me.
The bull season finale, CBS Tuesday after NCIS, or stream it live or on demand.
The stage is set for the final 6 game changers.
This game is like no other.
This is far from over.
The Survivor season finale, followed by the live reunion show Wednesday.
Excuse me, I was wondering if you could help me.
Can you say love it? Oh, love it. Can you say hey? Hey, that's the spirit of. Ooh, ooh. Sing, sing, baby, maybe I love you. Oh, yeah. Ooh, every little thing.
At Lexus, we've always focused on putting our customers first, but never more than now. Introducing Lexus Plus. Negotiation-free, fully transparent. Just an upfront, very competitive price. And a dedicated consultant. A dealership experience redefined. Lexus Plus. See Lexus of Omaha and Lexus of Lincoln.
Why weigh yourself down? Try Aveeno Sheer Hydration. Its active naturals oat formula goes on feather light, absorbs in seconds, keeps skin healthy looking and soft. Aveeno, naturally beautiful results.
This man, for those of you who don't know it, am I right in saying, John, am I right in saying that this weekend you gave the commencement speech at Salway Regina College?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Congratulations. Did you get a honorary doctorate there?
That's right.
So
Salway Regina.
You're Dr. Baptiste now.
Yeah!
Congratulations.
Dr. Baptiste.
All right, bring that prescription pad in, my friend. All right. My first guest tonight suddenly has the #1 show on cable news. Please welcome Rachel Maddow. Thanks for being here.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. You're always fun to talk to. It's always interesting. It's always informative. It's always fun. But I've especially wanted to talk to you since, say, November 9th. At about 12:01 in the morning.
Yeah.
How are you doing? First of all, congratulations on having the #1 cable news show.
Thank you very much.
You know,
It's,
payoff of a lot of hard work for many years.
It is. It's hard to understand why these things happen, you know. But it's nice. I feel like one thing that's nice about it is that I do cable news in kind of a weird way, and we haven't changed the way we do the show at all. It just seems like more people want that now. So I'm assuming people will go back to not wanting it sometime soon, and I'll still be stuck. But
I think they'll want it for at least 4 to 8 years, Rachel. Well, the thing is, I've said this to you before when we've talked, is what you do, I think, better than pretty much anybody out there, is that you lay a story out for the audience like parts on a lawn. Like, this is a car. We're going to build a car tonight. That's a carburetor. Those are wheels. That's the brake pads right there. And you assemble the car in front of the audience. And I think that's what people want right now, is someone to go, wait, what happened today? And then you go, let me explain to you what happened today.
Yeah, and it is, I definitely feel like the most important thing that I can do right now is just try to explain stuff. Here's what has happened, here's why we believe it to be true, and here's why it seems important. And just doing that, even if that's all you're trying to do, even if you're not even trying to break new news, you're just trying to explain the news that's out there, that's really hard to cram into an hour-long show. I mean, there's so much stuff happening every day. Stuff breaks after dinner time, like every day, every weeknight now. And
well, there are multiple times when I've done the monologue, and then in the monologue we found out, oh, Comey was fired. So we at the end of the show, we write a new monologue and put it at the top of the old monologue. We do that over and over again. That used to be like, oh, we'll get it tomorrow. You can't wait till tomorrow
No,
anymore.
exactly.
Well, let's talk about what's going on the last few days. So he's in the Middle East right now. What do you make of his trip so far?
You know, when he...
I haven't seen the news lately. Is there peace in the Middle East? Is what I've asked.
Exactly.
Has he solved it? Yeah.
Well, he flew... Today, my favorite moment was when he flew from Saudi Arabia to Israel, and then as soon as he got to Israel, he said, I was just in the Middle East. Israel's like, where are you now? It'd be like me getting here and being like, I was just in New York. It was crazy. Yeah, it doesn't... you know,
now you're on Broadway.
Yeah. So, I mean, you know, presidential trips can go either way when there's a president in a time of crisis. I mean, in Watergate, right when Nixon was fighting the release of the Oval Office tapes, he decided to go to Saudi Arabia and Israel, and he came back and made this argument that he was so important for world peace that you couldn't possibly release those tapes. And the Supreme Court said, yeah, and they released the tapes, and then he was gone. So they didn't say it that way, but...
We might have to blur your chin. I'm not entirely sure what just happened.
I'm only quoting former Justice Scalia. But who famously did that?
I missed that good
He
man.
did, I
know. I remember. I was alive.
I mean, you know, these trips can go well, and they can sometimes not go well. It is strange that his first trip abroad is to Saudi Arabia.
After the number of times that he complained about Saudi Arabia being a source of terror and saying Obama shouldn't bow and that kind of stuff, that he goes there.
Hillary Clinton the Clinton Foundation never should have taken Saudi money, and the Saudis are going to need to start paying, and the Saudis did 9/11. He said all this stuff about Saudi Arabia, but technically, a president is sort of supposed to use the first trip to pay tribute to our closest allies. And so usually it's to, like, you know, the UK, or, you know, someplace that, like, we have a long-standing, uncomplicated friendship with.
Yeah.
Whereas with Saudi, it's a little more complicated.
It's a business trip, too. There's a $110 billion, you know, arms deal. So we're giving them, you know, the boom boom room they can use. What I like about that photo of, like, him giving that speech to all the Arab leaders there.
Yeah.
And he's saying, just for the record, we gave these guys $110 billion worth of big bombs and weapons. You know, it's kind of like saying, these are our buddies, we got their back.
Yeah.
It's like, don't mess with these guys.
He also said, when he announced it, in his speech, I think it was an ad lib, please let it be an ad lib. He said, we're going to make sure you get a good deal from those U.S. defense companies. Why? Why are you going to help them get a good deal? You should not be trying to, like, undercut American defense companies because the Saudis can't afford it. Wait a minute. Like, don't get them a good deal here.
All I'm saying is we put the whole deal up on Groupon. If you guys all get together, it'll be great. Do you think this is an opportunity, like, now that he's overseas, they've seemed to have prized away his iPhone or his BlackBerry, whatever he has, his Galaxy, that things seem to have calmed down. Like, if more than anything else, they need message control. And if he's just over there and so busy or too tired to tweet, this whole thing might be a positive thing for him. Because I hear there was an intervention or something.
An intervention?
Yeah, like his people came to him and said, sir, like, you're going to paint yourself into a corner if you keep doing this. And evidently he's been quiet for days now.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I mean, whenever the tweeting quiets down, we think that maybe it's a change in course, but then it usually comes back. It's
Do you Jones a little bit? Do you Jones a little bit?
No,
you don't scratch like this, you know?
No, I don't want the
I got
tweets.
spiders on my skin. Is it cold in here? No?
I mean, honestly, like, with this trip, the Washington Post announces Friday night that there's a significant person of interest working actively in the White House as a senior advisor to the president. And so now we're trying to figure out who the person of interest is in this FBI probe who's currently working in the White House, and is it one of the people who's on the trip with him? And then mysteriously, Reince Priebus and Steve Bannon got sent home early today. What are they going to be doing? I don't know, but Mike Flynn's pleading the fifth. I feel like they don't really get to make their own news anymore. Once you're a president, the first president in American history who's under counterintelligence investigation by the FBI and likely under a criminal obstruction of justice probe for something that you openly committed and then bragged about to the Russians before you bragged about it to NBC News, you don't get to make your own news anymore. At this point, the news of the Trump administration is the news of people investigating it and figuring out what's really going on.
Yeah.
So,
well, we're going to take a little break. Stay right there. We got more to talk about. We'll be right back with more Rachel Maddow.
And now during the Kia Summers on Us sales event, you won't have to make any payments for 5 months.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I just think everyone should get more out of their summer.
More summer, huh?
Woo! And you get 0% APR for up to 66 months!
So you like the car?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Imagine what you can do with 5 months of freedom from payments. Hurry into your local Kia dealer today.
Are you still trying to perform on an old computer? That's like Serena trying to perform with an old racket. You can say that again. I'm sorry.
Is outdated equipment holding you back? Upgrade your game to Intel's fastest processor.
Time to upgrade.
Only Tylenol Rapid Release Gels have laser-drilled holes. They release medicine fast for fast pain relief. Tylenol.
I got $10.
Who's this?
Oh, this is Frank. You tell him how much you want to spend on lunch. He tells you everywhere you can eat.
Kayak can't tell you everywhere you can go for lunch on your budget, but Kayak's Explore tool can tell you everywhere you can fly. Kayak. Travel problem solved.
Tired of paying hundreds more a year in taxes and fees for your unlimited plan? Only T-Mobile gives you unlimited data with taxes and fees included. That'll save you hundreds. Get 2 lines for $100. That's right, 2 lines of unlimited data, $100 all in. And right now, we're giving you even more. For a limited time, get a free Samsung Galaxy S8 when you buy one. That's 2 Galaxy S8s for the price of one, plus 2 lines of unlimited data for $100, taxes and fees included. Only at T-Mobile.
You got my back, right?
Not really.
Yes, you do.
Every single time I...
Get down!
There you are. You always have...
My back. My back.
It says 10 items or less. I'm just getting one thing. Pistachios. A carton of eggs isn't 12 items, right? Does a bag of lentils count as 1,358 items? Well, he probably forgot to get eggs.
Can't get enough NCIS? Meet the real agents.
She begged for her life.
They told me that she was one of their own.
Tuesday. These teammates were strangers who first met at the starting line.
Go!
Now in Korea, every move could mean either victory
I will win!
or which teams will make it to the final 3.
It's Amazing Race.
Don't miss a new Amazing Race, CBS Thursday.
Woodhouse Nissan is helping you take on the road in a 2017 Nissan Altima SR with sport spoiler and remote keyless entry lease for $139. Or drive away in a 2017 Sentra S lease for only $189 a month. Lease a 2017 Rogue S all-wheel drive with intelligent cruise control for $269 per month. Find innovation and savings at one of our 2 locations in Bellevue or now at 136 and Q in Millard. This is Woodhouse Nissan.
At Discount Tire, we know you might need tires to drive here. For the weekends that never last, or the work days that just won't quit. No matter where you drive, this Friday and Saturday, get up to a $100 rebate when you buy select sets of tires. Buy any set of wheels for an additional $100 rebate. Use Discount Tire credit and get up to $320 in total rebates. Discount Tire, where America saves on tires.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here on the Red Toronto, talking about the news of the world. Now, okay, one of the things that the president is saying right now is that this whole Russia thing, total witch hunt, okay? Do you think there's any chance this is going to turn out to be a witch hunt, that there really is no there? Because while there is a whole lot of smoke, we actually haven't seen the spark of the fire.
We won't know until we know. It's totally, everybody is entitled to the presumption of innocence. It's totally possible this is all just a bizarre series of coincidences. But we now owe it to ourselves as a country to figure out, because there are too many things that weren't explained ahead of time, that were exposed and only belatedly admitted to. Like, just last week, Reuters reported on 18 new, previously undisclosed contacts between the Trump campaign and Russian government officials.
The ones they hadn't talked about before.
No, still we're getting 18 new ones now? You guys know there's some interest in this topic, right? If you haven't done anything wrong, you kind of have to tell people what really happened. They still haven't explained why it took them 18 days to fire or get the resignation from Mike Flynn after the Justice Department came to the White House and said, he's a Russian agent. Which is 18 days.
With a side of turkey.
Yeah. So there's just stuff that needs to be explained. And there were so many contacts between the campaign and people close to Trump with people in the Kremlin or people who are close to Vladimir Putin. And that stuff just, we need to know why there were so many contacts. It's possible that it was totally anodyne, that it had nothing to do with the Russian attack on the election that was happening at that same time. It's possible that there was nothing nefarious about it at all, but there was a million contacts. And so we need to know about that. We also need to know if the firing of the FBI director and the other contacts that the president had with the FBI about the investigation were something other than obstruction of justice. What can be the... he's saying he was thinking about Russia when he fired the FBI director who's leading the Russia investigation.
An argument is made that the president actually cannot obstruct justice, that sort of the normal laws do not apply to him, that only political action can be taken against him. So in other words, he can't go on trial for obstruction of justice, but he could be put on an impeachment trial by the House and the Senate. But do you think there's any chance that would happen if the Democrats do not get back the House and the Senate?
I try to not see it in partisan terms, because I can't, if it's proven that let's say the Department of Justice Inspector General or the FBI itself determines that the FBI director was fired and other actions were taken to impede that investigation into the president and his campaign because he wanted that investigation to be knocked off course, it is hard for me to believe that Republicans would not rise above their party in that instance.
Well, that would be nice.
I believe that, and I want to believe that.
That would be lovely.
I mean, that would be a very important thing. We
But a lot of people's standards and norms have lowered, because Donald Trump is president. There are a lot of things that you say, oh, then that's okay. For instance, like white evangelical voters in the last election cycle, the #1 criteria for electing a candidate was character, or morality, and it was the very last this time, because they had to flip their standard in order to elect the man they want. And so my worry is that Donald Trump will just degrade everyone's standards and morals as we, pick sides.
Yeah, and we're going to have to decide if we're that country or not. And I think we're not. I think that people, when confronted with real issues of national interest, that people do the right thing.
Has there ever been a president that has this much leaking, that this many people are willing to confirm? Because it's like 4, 8, 12 people within the White House are confirming these leaks. Yeah. What kind of...
And not that many people work in the White House, right? They haven't, staffed up all the top people.
What kind of boss must he be that everyone is willing to throw him under the bus? Because they must feel like he's dangling them over the wheels of the bus every minute, so they want to turn him in before he turns them in.
We've also never had a White House this early on in the administration where it's actually a good reporting strategy to just send your stringers to go park outside major law firms to watch as White House officials walk in looking for defense counsel. But that's what's going on in this administration right now.
Well, I'll be watching tonight. I can't wait to hear what you say about Mike Flynn. Thanks so much for being here, Rachel. The Rachel Maddow Show is on MSNBC. It's the #1 show. Rachel Maddow, everybody. We'll be right back with Tony-nominated star of Dear Evan Hansen, Ben Platt. Stick around. Thanks.
Okay, got it. Rumor confirmed. They're playing.
What?
We gotta go.
Where?
San Francisco.
When?